How far can the human eye see? Just how far can the human eye see? It's a simple question without a super simple answer. Here's why. Let's say you're standing on the ground looking out on a clear day. You can probably see the horizon. That's about 3 miles away. But if you were standing on a mountain or if the earth was flat, which it is not, you could see much, much farther. On a dark night on a mountaintop, you could even see a candle flame flickering up to 30 miles away. And when you look up at the night sky, you can see the distant stars. How far a person can see depends in part on how many particles of light, or photons, the object emits. To perceive something, a minimum of 5 to 14 photons need to hit the backs of your eyeballs. That's about what would happen with that candle flame 30 miles away. But of course, twinkles of light aren't the only things the eye can see. To see something spatially as opposed to just a speck of light, light from the object needs to stimulate at least 2 adjacent cones in our eyes. These are the cells responsible for our ability to see color. To stimulate at least 2 cones, that means light must come from at least 2 points on an object, and the 2 points need to form an angle of at least 1 arc minute, which is 1/60th of a degree. The moon is 30 arc minutes across, so we can see it clearly. Venus, which appears as just a dot of light in the night sky, is only 1 arc minute across. How far the eye can see. Just another one of life's little mysteries.
Area from Salt Lake City um, to Antelope Island. So I'm in the Causeway area. I've taken all kinds of pictures and panoramas of where I was doing these observations. And as you can see, things like this start to be more and more revealed. So I might, and really what this proves as well, in so many ways, different flat Earth claims to be false. One being that water is flat. Okay, it is level to the spherical Earth. I will give them that. They think that flat and level are the same thing. But it also proves, these drones prove, or just even going up into an airplane, that the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. And at the start of these videos, when it's at ground level, you could put a line and start rising up. And basically what's important about the drone is it does have a gimbal. The gimbal is actually going to keep it 90 degrees parallel to the ground, which is very, very handy compared to a balloon. The balloon is actually going to sway all about, and the camera is going to be all kinds of crazy. So you got people like Chris Monk, which will take a balloon footage, literally pause it on a time that looks where it's like eye level, and say, look, it's eye level. And there's no way of telling if it's parallel to the ground. I mean, it's the height of intellectual dishonesty with some of these people. And he seems like a smart enough guy to understand these basic concepts. So anyway, these tests with this drone that I'm showing right now are straight up and straight down. I didn't move forward, didn't move backward, so the mountain cliffs and all these things that are being observed are not getting closer to per se, as far as laterally. So it's literally vertically up and vertically down, and it's over what is deemed to be flat water. And as the drone goes down, you can definitely see that there are some issues with the flat Earth right away. I mean, it's amazing, this lake. This is the first time I think that I've been to this lake. Pretty much all directions there's mountains and islands and all kinds of crazy stuff. But like I was saying, it does prove that the horizon doesn't rise to eye level. This shouldn't be a contention. And really, I will give it to them that, I mean, nobody ever says this. I really don't think that the horizon would rise to eye level with what they say about perspective and all kinds of atmospheric conditions, if it was even a flat Earth. So I'll throw them that freaking bone. It just doesn't seem to comport with reality. This is an observation that I don't see any of them doing at all. I do see, deep inside a little bunny rabbit hole or whatever, doing observations with his drone where he's saying that the sun is shrinking and going off into the distance. And I mean, he's like, oh, look, the Globers are going to say this, so I upload it in 4K. Like, I'm watching this on my 4K screen, 58-inch, and I watched his on the same screen, and it looks like it's like the most pixelated piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe it. His exposure, I mean, this guy is literally messing with his settings to make it look off. So he's got the glare, he doesn't have a solar filter, all of these different things that are just to obfuscate and confuse poor little flat earthers. I do feel bad for him. Anyway, sailboats, twit. No sailboats on this occasion. I was observing with the P900 a boat that went beyond and the horizon, and it didn't come towards me, so I couldn't exactly do anything about it. Like it didn't show more of its hull or whatever.